All right, we're here with the Fintex show. Of course, this is a regular voice you have. My job is done, but my job is not done because I was trying to sound like Chukwumerije. His poetry is really quite outstanding. Femi Obong-Daniels is putting one or two things together to ensure that things move smoothly in the station today. He is around the building and he'll be here, God willing, very soon. But I want to say good morning to all of you listening, but most importantly, good morning to the two gentlemen in the studio with me. Nia Deoshi, good morning to you.
Good morning, and good morning, our listeners.
And on expert coach Razak Oleg, good morning to you.
Good morning, Nigeria.
Our producer. All right, the gentleman here, you're protesting that I don't read the numbers up, so I'll read them out. So you can hold your horses here. Okay. You guys are gearing up to part of the end hunger and bad governance protest.
Yeah. I mean, the truth about it is, on our way here, we followed the most bizarre roads to get to this place this morning.
Okay.
Right. Places that so usually, I mean, we drive with Google Map, right?
All right.
And
we went through Lagos Island because
that's actually what happened. So it just told us to go into same scene, all of the
trying to dodge the traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
Approaching the mainland, the island from mainland.
Yeah. Because I mean, you see, governance in Nigeria has become a shame. Really, if you ask me, it's become a shame.
You saw those tiny roads, right?
We drove literally from those tiny roads, Onikon, up until roundabout King George IV Road.
All those things,
I mean, these are roads that we grew up.
Ordinarily,
that road. Look. I used to work in the bank, so these were roads we used to drive through 20 years ago. You understand? When we leave work, you go through Igbo Sangros.
Come out at
all of that.
I came out at Adeniji last week.
That's what we're saying. You understand? In our country, right? I had to look for fuel on Friday. And it's becoming a recurring decimal.
Yeah.
All right. We say we're leading people. Are you saying you don't have data? You don't know what to do?
Are the roads bad? I know the state of those roads, and I want to hear from you. Well,
I mean, part of what he said, so one of the things he said was like, why have they not even done these roads? I mean, I remember he told me that in the car. Why have they not done these roads? So you start asking yourself that roads we used to ply through
way back,
years back, 20 years ago, all right, are still undone. And we're talking about governance. So when you have a guest who's talking about ending bad governance, whether all the people in the shrines all go and gather all their machinations, you understand, it is not the time. Even the gods will be angry.
But Adeniji Road has been done. If you look at what it was before and what it is now, it's way better.
Yes, so that's the major Adeniji Road. What about the
smaller ones?
The inner roads we're talking about here now. Things are not changing. All right, and things are still the way they are.
But it may be the way maybe in that part of Lagos. Maybe in other parts of Lagos or other parts of the country, it may not be the same.
Look.
Better. I'm saying maybe.
Listen, look. I was telling him this morning. I said, Razak, I bought 2 tubers of yam yesterday. Okay, I bought 2 tubers of yam, and I had to hold it on my street so that everybody will know that I bought yam. I know they are made.
You're a big man.
You don't understand. You don't understand. So I bought 2 tubers of yam, and I was feeling like a king. So people don't serve people yam anymore. You can't go to in those days. You got somebody from Mondo, and they entertain with yam. It doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, but we've been calling yam king of crops now. Before now, so maybe it's taking his rightful place.
Look, the real king now.
People are complaining of hunger. How do you buy a tube of yam for 13,000 naira and you want to eat it twice? How?
Who is buying tube of yam for 13,000?
That's how expensive yam is now.
No, but yam should be like maybe highest, maybe 6,000, 7,000 naira.
Where?
I have not seen any tube of yam for 13,000.
Then maybe you're living in Ghana.
2 weeks ago,
maybe Ghana yam.
Femi said he went to Awuyaya somewhere. 18K. 8,000 naira.
Okay, so first thing is not seen even the Aboki who I don't buy from anymore because he has learned the tricks of the trade that we in this part of the country. So I know where I buy my yam from.
Okay,
but the highest I've seen, I go to the mall.
Where?
I go to the mall.
How much?
Before I could get it cheaper. If the Aboki is selling to me at 2.5,
okay,
I would get it 1.5 from a mall. Oh yes, so
okay.
I go to the mall to buy. But now the mall yam has gone up to like 2.5. As I'm saying, I'm going to rush to the mall.
What size of yam? What size of yam?
Regular size.
I buy from this size or this size?
No, normal size of yam. I know where I buy my banana. I know where I buy. In fact, I stopped buying fruit from the guy on the street because his fruit is expensive. Number one, number two, he may use something like carbon. I'm not sure, and he's not hygienic.
It's not.
So I buy my fruit from the mall. I buy it cheap. I know the malls where I buy banana from. There's a mall I buy, but that one I know I'll get banana cheap.
Maybe we have been shopping at the wrong place.
There's a mall I know I can get my pear from cheaper than the other mall. There's a mall I know I can get my apples from cheaper than. So my pineapples cheaper from. There's a mall I know we always have bad watermelons. I don't buy yam from Aboki anymore.
Okay, so
Do you buy Ghana yam or Nigerian yam?
I don't know where it's from. I think it's Nigeria.
You're likely going to be the one that is going to be the guest on this radio show this morning. Because the way you're going, we're talking agriculture this morning. So we have to start asking you questions about.
Let me give you the script.
On the script, my friend.
You don't like going off script.
Even if you're the presenter.
But I mean, 13,000, I don't know. Somebody was probably trying to be smart and try and maybe probably make a quick buck
Probably.
if you bought for, because it's outrageous.
Yeah, but everybody's groping. It's not. I mean, I'd seen a video where a woman went to that was about 3-4 days ago.
Yeah.
She went to the market, and she was being given those. I mean, it was a video. So I mean, she was asking how much is it? 10,000. And these are tubers of yam that are not actually big. All right. I'm talking about an experience I told him. There's one market close to our hood called Ilekpo.
Okay.
And so they have these northerners that have this heap. You're like, okay, you want to buy it, maybe some kind of wholesale pricing, So I proudly worked there, because I was like, okay, as a plenty like this, supposed expensive.
I know they near those guys these days.
You don't understand?
I know they near those guys.
Supposed expensive, And I proudly went there, and I was like, I like you, I beg. How much be yam? You understand? It was some fairly big yam. You understand? The man said 8K. Huh?
You see.
Wait, he said 8K. I was stunned. You understand? I said, Baba, how much? He said 8,000. And I looked inside again. I saw heaps of yam. You understand? I said 8,000 naira. And I turned my back. I was not going. My expectation was the man to call me and say, Aboki, how much you go pay now? The man did not call me back.
See. This trend started about 3-4 years ago. It didn't start today.
It wasn't this expensive.
No, I'm talking this trend of not. We usually know that our brothers will sell, with conscience and they're not looking at love, demand, and supply. No, it's changed.
Yeah, something is wrong somewhere, really.
No, but what I'm saying is that it's now the guys in the neighborhoods know that everybody's looking for it, and so this emotional pricing of if 10 people are coming, I can just set my price. I can look at you. And of course,
size you up.
Look at him now. Of course, when you see him, this man has money. You understand? So, but if you go to the mall, nobody's sizing you up.
Yeah,
it's based on this fixed price or the kilograms.
Because it's price tag.
That's it. But sorry, sir. But because people see, it's a mall. It's a big man's place. They don't go there. Sometimes when you go to where the big men go, you get it cheaper. Where the big men are renting, you can get it relatively cheaper. I can tell you, people who are paying rent of 2.5, 3.5, 4 million naira today in Aja, 3 million naira today in Aja, or maybe Awoyaya or somewhere far. All right, that if they approach a place where it says big man's estate, they may end up paying less, but they don't know because of fear. And if they add what the big man is paying for his petrol in terms of service charge, it may be less than he's paying where he's living in maybe Ibejuleki or Songotedo, but because of fear, he doesn't go there. Go to the mall, you'll get yam cheaper, sir. I guarantee you. Tomatoes, can pick what I want from. Nobody's going to try to price me or be smart about it because it's based on kilograms. The way they give it to me. My sweet potato, the house help or the domestic help goes to buy sweet potato from the Aboki in the estate or in the market. She buys it more expensive than I get it from the mall. Sweet potato and Irish potato, she gets it more expensive. What I said, leave this thing, give it the money. I went and bought it cheaper, sir.
Maybe we should start patronizing the malls.
But you have to know which mall sells.
I'm going to get all of that from you.
You have to tell us that.
Yeah.
This is free. I don't know why, because now people are going to flood the malls where I go, and I'll see a queue. I'll now take it up. My wife normally says that they will spoil things for us. She told me a story that the guys in Balogo Market, they've discovered that people buy things from them cheap and sell it on Instagram expensively. So she said that Nigerians like spoiling things for traders. That now they realize, because people who got the information went to sell the names of the suppliers.
Yeah, exactly.
They do these WhatsApp classes and Telegram. So now we'll sell the names of the suppliers as part of the package. So now people went and then have spoiled it. They don't you know people buy this thing, sell it more expensive. Augusta, sell it more expensive on we are warming the floor for you. Sell it more expensive on online. So our brothers from the southeast, I hear they've discovered now they've also opened their own IG accounts, and they're selling these things.
Nigerians have very, I wouldn't call them ingenious. I call them crookish ways. You'd see. I mean, there are popular brands of bread that they'll buy from those malls. So they go to queue and come and sell in traffic. So
at a higher price.
At a higher price, you understand? Just because they're like, okay, people are not able to go to the malls and all of that. They see those opportunities. Is it being crookish? You understand, or is it that they're seeing business opportunities to be able to take advantage of, right? So you come and buy that bread maybe with a 500 naira higher, or because they know that you like that bread, you understand, but you're not able to go to the mall, right? And they bring it to you in traffic.
And they add the extra.
And they add the extra stuff. Do you understand? So I mean, if you're coming up with the perspective of,
I don't spoil my time now. But I'm going to pass there today. I have to buy some, and I'm sure I'll see a queue.
No, we'll be happy because even in Osun State, right? I mean, I'd sent a report to him that they only had banned food associations.
Oh, those guys
banned, as in I mean, there was one I was listening to one of the others just yesterday. So they're the ones that make food prices expensive.
Yes.
If you look at it in real time. And that's what really happened to the yam we're talking about here.
Yes.
So in my thinking, they bring all of that yam from the north, and they agree from where they're coming that this is how we're going to sell this yam.
So I want to tell you a story. A lady called my program, one of my programs, and she was crying. She said she's going to learn how to make hair, a trade, and that she opened the shop, and some people walked in and told her to shut it down.
Why?
That she had not registered with the association.
Yes.
And I said, why do you need to register with an association?
I don't have to.
I want to use a word, but I won't use it because Boss Femi is here. Why do you register an association to be able to apply a trade in Nigeria?
I don't have to.
It's a small scale.
It happens everywhere.
You may come and admonish me.
It's not
you understand?
A new thing. It happens everywhere.
You may admonish me to come and join, but I'm not compelled to join. Really,
you are compelled. They compel you.
They compel you to come and join.
They now tell you to fix to this is how much you have to charge.
Exactly, and that's what it is.
They even place a course that if you charge it lesser than this, yes.
To place a course.
Yes. That's Nigeria for you.
So can I use the word? It starts with an it starts with the letter after E and before G.
Try not to use it. Apologies.
No, it's not that one.
Apologies
it's not that
for
one.
barging in. Now, look, the point is, to Razak's point, these things happen. In fact, unions go about seizing your equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
They shut you down.
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
There is an association of pepper grinders, and pepper grinders. You know what that means? Normally, you'd expect that everybody would have a blender in their home.
Exactly.
And I do not think this whole large-scale pepper grinding business is still as rampant as it used to be, because
blender is
people have
everywhere.
blenders and people have options, but it's still a business. And I hear it's one of the most rigorous unions where they will shut you down like that.
Yeah,
that's correct.
And there's I don't believe in superstition, but to Razak's point about them cursing you and doing juju, I heard of a woman who was selling akara and was told she had to join a union, and they say her akara will be hot and it will be going sour while still hot. It just came out of the fire, and it's already slippery. It is that ridiculous from things we've heard in the past.
Serious.
But unions are okay in themselves. It's just a question of what is the union standing for?
That's it.
Is it for making the trade better?
No.
Improving the lives of the members?
No.
And impacting on the general society better? Or is it a few people sitting at the helm
of affairs, benefiting from that?
Yeah, eating through everybody else's sweat and all of that. There's much more to unpack. We'll do all of that right after this time out.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
If you always import to Nigeria, this jingle is a vibe.
We serving for shipping. Ogbonge logistics. Where they support your business.
Hiroshi means simplified importation to Nigeria from the US, UK, and China by air and by sea. With Hiroshi, you get a dedicated customer support experience, easy tracking of your packages, and flexible payment in Naira or dollars. Hiroshi is super affordable. You can ship big or small packages and you do not pay any clearing fees. We ship it, clear it, and deliver to your doorstep anywhere in Nigeria. Now that you know, quickly visit www.hiroshi.com. That is www.heroshe.com. Create your free account and experience reliable importation with us. Hiroshi Logistics. Affordable shipping from the US, UK, and China to Nigeria.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop and is it to stir? Dishes come alive with so much taste. Sonia tomato mix, of course. Sonia tomato mix, yes sir. Sonia tomato mix, stand up pouch.
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
So much in love.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thinking at this day and age of what you must do to get high qualitative education for your child? Think no further. I mean, don't give yourself mental stress because there is a school that will give your child wholesome education which you won't get everywhere. It's the First Criterion College, where every child is a gem. Our entrance examination comes up 13th July, 27th July, and 15th August 2024. This is an opportunity you can't afford to miss. The First Criterion College is located at 6/8 Oseni Alagbaji Street off Igbe Road, Ikorodu, Lagos State. Our facility accommodates day and boarding students. For enquiries, call or WhatsApp 0803 322 7868 or 0913 453 2897. The First Criterion College. Excellent performance, excellent rewards.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
As a mom and a dentist, I know the importance of strong teeth, beautiful white smile, and fresh breath. They give you the confidence to eat the right foods without worry, speak confidently in public, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1-2-3. It's 3 toothpaste in 1 to protect their teeth from holes, give them white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1-2-3.
Hey there! Yes, you! You just won 5,000 Naira cash! And you, sitting by the side, there's 1 month Showmax subscription to watch the Premier League waiting for you! You behind! Of course! You're not left out! How does 1,000 Naira airtime and 2,000 Naira Uber discount sound? All this could come true when you buy the No Unwrap and Win pack. Open it, look for a cube with a 6-digit code on its wrapper, text the code to 8011 and follow the prompts to stand a chance to win any of these instant prizes. Promo valid from July till December. Terms and conditions apply. Get extra value on the No Unwrap and Win pack. No, eat for good. He done trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution on my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I don't know.
Guy, HFM.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said HFM.com.
Which one is HFM.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
HFM.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Tell me which kind thing. Viva no fi wash away. Jenna tomato paste or coffee stain your body. Viva go wash away. Chicken for your clothes now. All you need for Viva to wash away. Gentle for your pocket, gentle for your hand. Oh my Viva, you couldn't make you shine. Oh Viva, oh no. I love my Viva, oh no. Uncle say bye bye to very top stage, yo. No. Mama say bye bye to any kind stage, yo. No. Oh Viva, oh no.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back. It's the Fintex show. Kofi Battels holding it down alongside Niya Dioshun and Razak Olaegbe. There's plenty to unpack in the first part of this show. We got very limited time now, so we get into the matters at hand, and we'll talk about those and share our thoughts. Want to hear from Ni. The intention was to talk about women on the show this week, actually. And of course, concerns of women are the concerns of society. Those who are wise understand that you've already done more than half of the job if society's women are taken care of. Why? It's pretty simple analogy. So let's say I have 500,000 naira, and there's a family of 6 people. A husband, a wife, and 4 children. Just hypothetically, yeah? I could give the 500,000 to the man. Of that 500,000 that I will give to the man will cut out groove money. If he likes sports betting, he will cut out sports betting money. He will cut out
money for fuel.
Yeah.
If he has a car.
And, away games. Money for away games. And all of that. So it could happen that of the 500,000, if you are lucky, 30% of that money will impact the family as a family. With women, it's usually different. And I'm not saying I'm not a one-size-fits-all person, but usually you give that money to the woman of the house, and you can be sure that at least 70% of that money will impact the family. It's my simple analogy. And I'm not an expert. I don't know anything. But, some people might agree with me. So women need our help. The question is why? You see, that's because they are facing an estimated $42 billion gender-based financial deficit. I repeat, women are facing an estimated $42 billion gender-based deficit. And there are some factors responsible for this shortfall. They include limited financial literacy, insufficient collateral, and weak credit risk assessment. Financial literacy, limited. Collateral, insufficient. Credit risk assessment, weak to 0. Now, these factors are hampering the access of farmers to finance in Africa, particularly women. And because of these hindrances, actually, Smallholder farmers, who mostly are the women, they cannot access seeds, they cannot access fertilizers, they cannot access technology. Yet, traditional African banks are not lending to these farmers, these women farmers, especially. Now, according to the Oxford Business Group report, in association with OCP Africa, with about $180 billion agricultural financing shortfall, with about that shortfall of $180 billion in agricultural financing, women who predominantly lead Africa's agricultural SMEs, like we talked about last week, they face an estimated $42 billion gender-based financial deficit. And that's when you compare them to their male counterparts. The deficit is over $42 billion. That is a problem. Niyi, what can banks do to support SMEs, especially these farmers?
So thank you very much again, Femi. So I go back to the last week's edition of the program, where were brought to the forum burner the opportunities around women who are in renewable energy, in agriculture, manufacturing of furniture and all of that. So all of this goes into that, right? And you started with the prologue of speaking about the importance of having to empower women, all right? Yeah, family, it's about them, all right? So it's important that there's that focus, all right? We're talking about the economy crumbling. Who are the people crumbling the economy as we speak today? Men.
Now we know ourselves.
So it's the men. So if we talk about the problems of Nigeria today, it's the men causing problems for everybody. All right. So it's important that we understand that the women are there. They have their areas of strength and all of that, and it's important that the family is taken care of. But the question is, why is it that institutions are not looking at how it's important for them to be able to focus on these women? Yeah, it's not because they're not doing anything at all. But the question is, how much are they doing? And it's our expectation that they will do more, that's what for us we would say, okay, look, if there are opportunities for women, we'll come and highlight them there. Because, I've had a series of calls, all right, in the last week, and people think, oh, we are government agencies trying to push. We say, no, we're not government agencies. We're not proxies to government agencies. But when we see things that will benefit our women, we will do them. It's interesting. While this came up, I was thinking in my head, that's okay, Oni, you too, I think you like women, because on our solution, on our Fintex solution, we give an incentive to women. Oh yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh yeah, we do. Because women are the custodians of the homes, you understand? They take care of family, and we must understand that. You're not going to put women on the same pedestal with men. No, it shouldn't be. You understand?
There are some people who hate this kind of conversations. Women, custodians of homes. They're like, no, we don't want to let the home take care of itself. Well, let's go and, while we respect 21st century thinking, including modern family thinking, the reality still is, from where we are coming from and from the data that we see on the ground even now, the women are still the ones doing the most for the families, for the children.
They are
keeping the home together.
That's the truth.
And now shall it be forevermore.
So except we want to deny that fact, you understand? Men have become too troublesome. You understand? Keeping the homes. You talked about, you reeled out what an average man would do with 500,000. So it's about him, really.
Yeah.
You understand? For the woman, mostly. I look at my finances, you understand, while you're talking, and I'm asking myself, okay, I have to do Nkwobi, I have to do this, you understand, okay, those things they must not miss.
The question is, how many men in Nigeria give access to their finances to their wives?
I think I heard you talk about it once, that your wife manages your finances.
Mine.
Yes,
because she's better at it.
And I'm quite impressed. It takes a lot for a man. That must be a man, who is would I say out of this world, to agree that, look, this woman is going to handle this thing, properly for the purpose of the family, really.
She's better at it.
Yeah.
She's efficient. She knows, and everything she does is for the benefit of the family and the kids. And I also trust her. So it's a combination of all these factors, right?
It's quite interesting because I mean, if we get into the deep, of this conversation, probably even having some kind of edition dedicated to it. When people call into that kind of program, then there'll be a lot of issues. You understand? Because money is a major issue.
It is. So back to what you were saying, the banks and the fintechs are doing some stuff, but not enough. Is that correct?
Of course, they're not doing enough. It's important for there to be real focus.
Yeah.
All right. But in terms of whether they're not doing enough.
I know some banks have a dedicated account to women, dedicated stuff to women. Not many banks, maybe two that I know.
Yeah.
In fintech, I don't really think
there is a deliberateness about.
There's no if we saw the fintechs, how many women are in that space that are doing stuff?
I also talked about literacy. I talked about the three problems: limited financial literacy, insufficient collateral, weak credit risk assessment. There's not much that can be done about. If you don't have collateral, you don't have collateral. If you don't have a house to put up as collateral, and many women, we understand that the majority of women do not have the financial power that men will, essentially. But there's one of this, because we are totally out of time. It is limited financial literacy. How can we improve the financial literacy of women farmers? And I'm specific about farmers now, because we're hungry.
I like the conversation. When there are problems, I see opportunities, right? At the top of my head, I'll probably see somebody who wants to set up an NGO. All right, because while you're talking, I'm thinking about payments. I look at payments for rural farmers. It's a challenge. You go to those rural areas and you realize that you could just find a bank that has just one branch in a whole local government. All right, those things are hindrances, you understand, into access. It's the same thing with education, right? There are people who may have retired even back home, all right, and are thinking by themselves like, oh, what else can I do? You understand? Okay, I'm retiring back home now. But you've had a lot of time in the city area, right? Set up an NGO, all right? The problems are never going to end. The reason why we're created is to solve problems. So there are opportunities around that space. People can get to start to do training for women, you understand? But trust me, we'll come and talk about the opportunities, but we definitely can't do everything.
Well, thank you very much. There is much to talk about. We'll be talking about women and what we can do. Razak, this is a subject matter that we have to expand on later. We've run out of time this week, and it's important that we come back to it. Fintex Show, good morning. Femi, Ni, Razak, and Kofi. Market associations and middlemen are major reasons commodities are expensive and are backed by government. No free market laws to demand and supply. You can't do anything unless you join. We need to empower women to save our nation. That is from Ayo Nitemi Chambers, I guess. So, and I totally agree. Look, we don't have the time. Thank you for this, Razak. Like I said, we've got to come back to this.
We
will. I don't think this country is doing enough
for women.
Especially in critical sectors like farming. Except perhaps the women in the villages who literally have no choice. Do you understand?
I do.
There are certain communities where it's the women who actually do much of the farming.
Yes. Even the yams we talk about.
Yes, yeah.
But
not enough is done to be deliberate.
To empower the women.
Yes, and those issues that Razak itemized in this production, financial literacy, collateral, credit risk assessment, these are things that most women don't have control and power over.
They don't.
And you have to create an enabling environment. And if you do create that enabling environment, you will see results. But it starts with creating it first. Thank you very much, Ayo, for your message. Ima had said no matter what food in the mall, food in the mall is way higher than in the market. That was from that was from the earlier conversation. But we will leave it. Thank you very much for being a part of that. Ni, as always, what's your last word? for this one?
I mean, for me, I'll just tell people, keep hoping, be prepared. Listen to this program. When opportunities come, we'll push them to you. We're not just doing the program; it's to make sure that people are more better empowered.
Yeah.
So you can just give them our numbers so that for those who want
most certainly. And we told you last week that there is up to 10 million naira. If you are a woman or who's in production, and that includes agriculture that we're talking about, and if you want to access it, ask those who know, who follow these things, and who are creating a community so that people can profit from them. This is a WhatsApp number you can reach me on eventually. Via WhatsApp messages only, no calls, no text messages. WhatsApp, it's 0912 171 2885 0912 171 2885. One final time, 0912 171 2885. Thank you for doing this with me again, Nii.
Thank you, Femi. Nice being here again.
And you too, Razak. It's been such a wonderful pleasure, as always.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. What are you better than today? You must have said it at the start of it.
Better than the
and 8K tuber of yam at Nii. I was just laughing at the guy. So plenty yams. I started doing on your marks to run there to go and buy cheap. In your mind. All right. Thank you, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, for being a part. We're coming back home to Lagos now, and he who must not be named will be joining me now to talk more about women and what message she's got for the women folk. That in a matter of seconds.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.